Since 2017, the Italian Wine Podcast has exploded, recently hitting 6 million listens. Support us by buying a copy of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0 or making a small donation. In return, we'll give you the chance to nominate a guest and even win lunch with Stevie Kim and Professor Attilio Scienza. Find out more at italianwinepodcast.com. Chin chin!
Welcome to the Italian Wine Podcast. I'm Cynthia Chaplin, and this is Voices. Every Wednesday, I will be sharing conversations with international wine industry professionals, discussing issues in diversity, equity, and inclusion through their personal experiences working in the field of wine. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe and rate our show wherever you get your pods.
Hello and welcome to Voices. Today I'm very happy to welcome Salvatore Evangelista to the show. He is the company representative from Terre D'Aione, the winery that won Best White Wine at this year's edition of 5-Star Wine, The Selection. So welcome to the show. Thank you for coming and congratulations.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we know that Terre D'Aione is in Irpinia in Campania, and the Carpenitos family has been growing grapes there for about 150 years. But it wasn't until 2006 that they decided to make their own wines. So can you tell us a little bit about the history of the cantina and why they decided to start making wines?
Yes, of course. So the property is actually owned by the family, Carpenito family, which they're originally from this small town in Irpinia in the province of Avellino, which the name of the town is actually Tufo. That's where the epicenter of the Greco di Tufo comes from. There are altogether are 8 commons around the Tufo that they are able to make the DOCG Greco di Tufo. But as the name says, Tufo is the pinnacle for the area, and the Greco itself, the grape Greco, as you can the sound goes. Greco is actually one of those grape varietal came from the Greek people that came from Greece back, let's say 1,000 years before Rome was created. Just like the Greco, which is a white varietal, the red varietal is Aglianico. That also is a transformation for the word Hellenic. So it's Hellenic became Aglianico. So that's the nomenclature of the both grapes. So the family Carpinito has the roots in this small village of Tufo. Back in the days, like hundreds years ago, and all of the ancestors are all made wines for their own consumptions up to when probably the grandfather of Angelo Carpinito, which is actually the owner of the cantina and the vineyards, start to commercialize the wines, of course, in bulk back then. And then when the father of Angelo, started to steal the tradition of sell wines in bulk. But then Angelo himself, back in the late 80s, started to bottle the wines, making the winery with the bottling line and all the stuff you need to bottle, and then he started basically in the late 80s to make the wines that nowadays is still bottled with a little difference of label changed through the years. The new packaging that is actually now the wine is commercialized right now is just came to be about 2 years ago with the new labeling and so on and so forth.
Well, the wine that won the trophy is obviously your Greco di Tufo DOCG, made with 100% native Greco grapes, as you said. And I really love this grape. It's a late ripener, and typically it gets a textural mouthfeel. It has a lot of structure to it. So can you tell us a little bit about the winemaking and the character of this wine that won the trophy?
Yes. So first of all, as you know, the best wines always come to be for the best care of the vineyards. So, they spend lots of time in the vineyards with the help of agronomists and other people. They work the vineyards thoroughly throughout the year. Doing some green harvest and doing just take the best care of the vineyards as much as possible. When it comes to the winemaking, it's a very simple process of just pick up the best grapes at the best ripening time, weather permitting, of course. Just like the maceration and keeping the all temperature, fermentation, temperature control. The maceration takes only like a few days. Usually it's about 6-7 days of maceration, and then just the most important thing is the temperature control and very cleaning environment in the winery.
And of course, you're making this wine all in steel, tutto acciaio, right?
Completely stainless steel. Yes, this grape is going to be very fresh, very no wood, no whatsoever.
Exactly. So when I pour it into my glass, what do I smell? What do I get?
Well, it's, first of all, the fact that the way it's called tufo. Tufo is actually the kind of soil. Tufo is very well known in the entire region, because the entire region of Campania is a volcanic region. Everywhere in Campania, mostly Campania, everywhere in Campania. The Romans used to call Campania Felix, because wherever you grow anything, not just grapes, vegetables. Back then they have the tomatoes, but when the tomatoes arrived from South America, look what happened. Even the tomato itself, they found the best location in behind the other side of Mount Vesuvius and San Marzano. Even the tomatoes found the best soil to go was there. So it's like it's a land kissed by God, and the volcanic soil makes the entire difference. And when it comes to grapes, just like in this case, specific case, the Greco, yes, is a very, very mineral kind of terroir, and those minerals that you can actually feel both in the nose and in the mouth. That's the first thing the minerality is there. And of course, it has a floral bouquet, and has all the zesty flavors of the minerals that you can feel tingles on the tongue.
That's a beautiful description of a Greco di Tufo. It's so true.
Because in the same time, if you actually plant this exact varietal anywhere else in Italy, you will get the good wine, but there will be missing a good other things. So
How old are your vines?
The vines are like they're altogether are 10 hectares of vines, but 50% of actually even more, 60% of those vines are all Greco, and average age is about 12 years. There are some older, about average 12 years.
I know Terre D'Aione has branched out also into hospitality. What sort of facilities and events are you doing? Can our listeners come and visit you?
Of course, yes. They are. About 5 years ago, we opened up above, a section above the winery, which is a different structure, as a beautiful. About, I would say, let's say square feet is about 600 square. No, actually, sorry. 6,000 square feet. Is I was about to say 600. It's 6,000 square feet.
That's huge.
Nice. Yes, it's really nice. Yes, it has like a nice kitchen area where we prepare with the local chef from the town comes here. Prepare local foods with everything grown in the area, vegetables and meats and stuff, and of course with our own wines. People can go to the website terredaione.com, right? And we can, there is all kind of events they can join.
Perfect.
Or we can just have, if somebody wants just make a special event just on their own, they can just,
We're going to try and get some people down to Irpinia to see you, down to Tufo.
That would be wonderful.
I know you're also making grappa and spumante with Greco now. Whose idea was this? How's the feedback been on the grappa and the spumante?
Yes, we have the grappa. The spumante with Greco is with the Greco, but we actually we are trying to make because to make spumante here will be like kind of like the prosecco kind of method,
Martinotti.
Right, Shermat, yes.
Yeah.
So we'll right now we delegate that one. We bring the grapes to another facility that does that. By which we will make more here once we have our own facility
the tanks,
to make the
yes.
tanks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's actually an interesting project because yes, we're done in a small amount, and the results were wonderful. Greco is really great, also for bollicine, I would say, bubbles. Mm-hmm. So we will definitely make more.
Perfect. How high up are your vineyards?
It's about 600 meters from sea level.
They'll be great for spumante. That sounds amazing. You still have that nice acidity.
Of course, yes. Yeah. And then that's why I love it. I would like to see Angelo make more and more because I'm a good consumer myself. So
it sounds delicious. I'm going to have to come and try it.
Sure.
So how about the grappa? What's happening?
The grappa is you just we don't make, of course, here. We are bringing the vinace, which is we bring to a local distillery, and then they make grappa. So,
I think many people who are listening to us don't know that it's against the law to make grappa at a winery. You can't distill things at a winery. You have to take the product to the distillery, and they do it for you.
Yeah, unless you make in very, very small quantity for just personal consumption. But it's like you make just a few bottles, but with a small alembic. But if you want to make a few bottles, then you got to go through the network of the licensed distillery, and then they got to put the stamp, and you got to pay the fees and the accisa, the all other things.
Yes, Italy likes taxes. There's always going to be tax. Is it worth it? How's it in the glass when I've got my Greco grappa? How is it? What color is it? First of all, is it spending any?
Grappa is very smooth. It's very smooth. It's just when it comes to grappa, if somebody is very a connoisseur of grappa, can detect the difference. If somebody just like drinks grappa once in a while, maybe they don't know, but you gotta be your palate needs to be very trained for grappa. But it's very smooth. It's like doesn't give you the most important for spirits, especially like spirits like grappa. I think the key word is smoothness.
You don't want that burning.
The burning, like the throat that is burning. Yeah, so that's probably definitely.
Wine to Wine Business Forum. Everything you need to get ahead in the world of wine. Supersize your business network. Share business ideas with the biggest voices in the industry. Join us in Verona on November 13 to 14, 2023. Tickets available now at winetowine.net.
Well, these are both really interesting. I'm going to have to come back. I love Irpinia. I need to come and see you. But before I let you go, let me just ask you, sort of your thoughts about Irpinia at the moment. It's one of those places when I'm talking to my clients and, outside of Italy, they don't know where it is. It's hard to explain it. And we have such amazing wines coming from there now. You won a trophy, lots of producers really creating excellent wines. What's your strategy to sort of put Irpinia on the map? When I'm telling my clients in New York, they should buy Campania wine and it should be Irpinia wine, how are we going to get their attention and get these wines on the map?
Well, in general, as I said before, Campania is, first of all, everybody knows that Roman Empire, Rome was the capital of the empire, of course. But probably not too many people knows that actually the Roman Empire basically started more in the Campania than Rome itself. because Naples, which is actually was a Greek city, one of the top Greek city on the south of Italy. The Greek people came from was Sicily, was all Calabria, but Naples was like the metropolis of the Greek Italy back then. And back in the north part of Italy, and the central part of it was the Etruscans. So the Etruscans and the Greeks, basically, they joined forces. Even Pompeii itself was actually an Etruscan cities. That's not even many people knows that before it was the eruption. Yeah. So the connection between the Romans and the Etruscans was actually made here in Campania. And as fact, it was probably just like down the road here in the small town. It's called Capua. Capua means like the head. So basically, that's what actually Capua was. The general headquarters of the Roman army was in Capua. It's only like by car. Campania was basically before Roman Empire was Campania was like the stronghold of the empire.
Well, I think this is the story we have to get out there. This history.
And, Napoli being like 1,000 years old, Naples to be 1,000 years older than Rome itself, and the wines were produced here. Irpinia area, Tufo itself, is only like about 40 minutes from Napoli. And many people go to visit Napoli, but people go to visit Pompeii. So they can use a short ride to come to Irpinia and discover this wonderful area.
And it is beautiful. I've been many times. It's one of my favorite areas in Campania, and the views are stunning. The landscape is beautiful. But I think you've put your finger on it. We have to do more storytelling about Campania and Irpinia, because this is history. This is fantastic. And these ancient wines that have been there for such a long time, this is how we're going to get people buying Campania wine.
Yes, just even the microclimate here is completely different, because we're talking about when in the regular times of the year, even in the summer times, it's always about 10 degrees, almost 10 degrees Celsius difference between the down in Naples area to up here, because it's way up.
You're so lucky. It's 37 degrees in Verona today.
Wow, yeah. So that's why there's this kind of climate difference between the winter, the night and days. So that's what makes the grapes growing in a perfect condition.
Well, I can't wait to come back and visit Irpinia again, and I'm going to have to come and see Terre D'Aione. I haven't been there yet, so I have something to look forward to. That's Spumante Greco di Tufo. So I just want to congratulate you once again on your trophy and your wonderful wine, and I hope everyone who's listening will come down there to see you soon.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to see you soon.
You're welcome. Ciao, okay. Salvatore. Grazie mille.
Bye-bye, Cynthia. Nice to talk to you.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you for listening, and remember to tune in next Wednesday when I'll be chatting with another fascinating guest. Italian Wine Podcast is among the leading wine podcasts in the world, and the only one with a daily show. Tune in every day and discover all our different shows. You can find us at ItalianWinePodcast.com, SoundCloud, Spotify, Himalaya, or wherever you get your pods.